Hi, good day, John. There's a question that I got for you that I don't think I could put it in the YouTube comments. So, in thinking about it before I start to do the video, what I think the question comes down to, or maybe an observation that I want your comments on, is that to be truly regenerative, it got to deal with the ratio of farmer to civilian, right? Now, what I believe is that when you go over because according to the UN, I think it is, every 1 in 100 person directly involved in agriculture right now. So I think that does create a society that is unsustainable because you got too much people not knowing nature, right? Because as a farmer, you use the bridge between nature and society. So when you got too much of society not in direct interface with nature, you just get a lot of ideas coming in society that are really unnatural, right? So I believe that's a major reason as why society is how it is right now, and that's a thought that I want to expand upon. But to, the question is so complex, as I sure you know, dealing with anything agriculture. Um, it got some different points that you're gonna make in order to make your total argument. I I I can try to do it in less than 10 minutes, right? Uh, First of all, let me explain what I do or where's research. My research is in making agriculture for their truck. All right, right. So my farm is on a bus stop, as you can see. So that's just an indication of how I look at the interface of the farm to the surroundings, right? At an individual level. So let me show you what I come up with so far. Just a quick walkthrough. You can see these are some trees in some big pots. Um, donks. Just showing you different types of trees that we got. All these is fruit trees, right? There's the English apple here growing in tropics. I'm from Barbados, right? There's the English apple. In the back we got the NFT. So basically, what we try to do is to make agriculture profitable from the individual level. And let me give you the issues with that. The biggest one is matching the production to the market at that level, right? Because it's still in a wholesale area. We want to be wholesale, but we want to charge retail prices. So it's got kind of finicky there. And the other issue with that is, well, really that's the only issue. Because the production methodology is sound. You got a quarter acre of real estate dedicated to photosynthesis, make a business out of it, right? But what I find is in order for that to be regenerative, you can't got one type of photosynthesis, meaning you can't just do salad crops, right? Because I think the biology that is drive the different types of crops is different, but all interconnected. So like on the farm, we got chicken layers independent there, right? We got layers there. We got fish here. This is the primary nutrient source for the farm. Got fish, chickens, and the hedge in the back you can see is Mexican sunflower, right? Them is the three nutrient generators on the farm. Uh, Here is the seedling production. Here's the sump. There's the water delivery mechanism. So each zone I know layout has come through here. So one for seedlings, trees, fish, root crops. So going down this line here is sweet potatoes, most root crops, carrots, that kind of thing. And going down this line is trees, as I show you. And I think that you need all of these types of photosynthesis packaged in the way that I got in a package, so that an individual could manage and by combining the different biologies in the zones is get to a point where it'd be regenerative, right? That's what we're trying to say. Now, I want to know what's your thoughts on this. I would love to expound upon it in a conversation that I just have with people other than myself most of the time, right? So yeah, some other interesting things we're doing on the farm is like we got kiwis germinate, we're doing strawberries, we're doing a lot of strawberries. We got English apple growing, it flowered this year as the rainy season start. And Barbados is a climate that is either wet or dry, right? So we don't got to worry about daylight hours and that kind of thing. So we got ideal year-round growing situation. The whole concept of the farm is, or where I think, in order for regenerative agriculture to be truly regenerative, is that, and this is my closing statement here, there must be a ratio. Everything comes down to ratios. So you gotta go ratio a farmer to civilian, right? Because you've got like farming, primary production, and then the managers of farming, and then it's got up each level until you get the CEO or whatever, which is very far removed from farming, right? But the societal structure is built upon the farming. So when you got the farming shrinking, the ends of society just drop off. So you got a broad enough base of the energy going into food production, because coming with that is intimate knowledge of nature, because the job of the farmer is the bridge between society and nature. So you got a ratio of people involved in primary production, which is farming, and then of that ratio, I think it comes down to 80-20 rule. About 80% of that can be your type of regenerative agriculture, and about 20% can be my type, which is like at the individual level. So like then they got little nuances to the argument. Like so set in a city, it ain't gonna work. It gotta be a suburb, probably a developing nation like way in Barbados. We ain't got the sunken cost into like elaborate industrial type agriculture. So it'd be kind of easy for us to pivot into a more homestead type thing. So basically, agriculture, about 20% of agriculture, I dare say, all right, 80-20 rule again apply right through. 20% ain't gotta be farming at the whole, and 20% of that 20% ain't gotta be involved in individualized type agriculture. And that's based upon that model, then society, agriculture could be truly regenerative. So we'll let your thoughts on this.